In this video, we'll ride through Hartford, Connecticut and surrounding towns on the 2024 Bike Walk Discover Connecticut Tour. Good morning, we're in Hartford, Connecticut and we're doing the Discover Connecticut Bike Tour sponsored by Bike Walk Connecticut. The 2024 Discover Connecticut event was part of their annual tour series. The group's mission is to engage the community of cyclists and walkers to advocate for and make Connecticut a better place to bike and walk. The Spring 2024 event, which was held in Hartford on May 19th, was a collaborative event with the Travelers Employee Cycling Network. The ride started and ended in downtown Hartford at the Travelers Plaza. Travelers Insurance Company also provided safe, convenient, and free parking in their parking garage. The League of American Bicyclist has recognized Hartford as a certified bike-friendly community, and the Travelers is a certified bike-friendly business. There were 3 bike routes for the event, 10, 25, and 50 miles, and 1 walking route. I signed up for the full 50-miler. Heading out of downtown, the route brought us along Charter Oak and Van Dyke Avenues, where we saw many repurposed brick buildings from the late 1800s. This section of Hartford, known as Coatesville, was once very industrial. The Blue Onion Dome we see on our right adorns the top of Samuel Colt's East Armory. While not officially open, this will become Connecticut's second national park site. We duck under I-91 and follow a small paved path which takes us up to the Charter Oak Bridge and our first crossing of the Connecticut River. Moving up over the Connecticut River on that Charter Oak Bridge. At 406 miles long, the Connecticut River is the longest in New England. It stretches from the Canadian border to Long Island Sound. Goodwin University, a nonprofit institute of higher education, was established in 2000. The town of Glastonbury is home to around 35,000 residents. Colonists settled the area in 1636, and the land was purchased from the Native American chief Sowheag for 12 yards of trading cloth in 1672. We're about 10 miles into the ride at the first rest stop. A little bit early for a rest stop. It's going to be 35 miles before we hit the next rest stop, so definitely worth checking out. We're in Glastonbury. Glastonbury is a cool town. This AllTrails map shows the 50-mile route through Hartford, East Hartford, Glastonbury, Manchester, South Windsor, and Windsor. We've been climbing since we left that rest stop. And this middle 12 miles is where we'll gain most of the couple thousand feet of elevation on the entire ride as we go from Glastonbury to Manchester, Connecticut. Woo, we're about 13.5 miles into the ride and it's getting hilly. The worst is still yet to come. Around 25 miles we'll reach the summit and then it should be downhill the rest of the 48, 49 miles. One of my fellow riders just told me that last stretch was 14% grade. Felt like it too, I'll tell you. Get close to the midpoint and the top of the major climb should be over another mile or so. Manchester, Connecticut is a town of about 60,000 residents. Colonists settled here in 1673. Prior to that, it was inhabited by Native Americans known as the Podunk tribe. We're about 27 miles into the ride. We just pulled into the Case Mountain parking lot and we're going to start joining the, I think it's the Charter Oak Greenway, headed towards Wickham Park. The Charter Oak Greenway is a 16-mile multi-use trail that connects Hartford to the Hop River State Park Trail in Bolton. Both trails are part of the East Coast Greenway, which will one day stretch from Maine to Florida. riding through the scenic stretch on the East Coast Greenway here, also known as I think the Charter Oak Greenway, which goes from Bolton Notch, which is pretty close to where we started, out to East Hartford. Wickham Park is a non-profit private foundation whose property extends into both Manchester and East Hartford. The park contains 280 acres of gardens, open fields, woodlands, ponds, and picnic areas. We got a little bit of a surprise coming into Wickham Park. There was a major hill climb here, but look behind me. It's really beautiful here. I chose my gravel bike for this ride. I can't remember why, probably because it was new. So that was the 35-mile-ish stop here at Wickham Park, basically on top of the hill. Refilled the water, 15 miles to get back to Hartford. South Windsor is home to around 27,000 residents. In 1659, Thomas Burnham purchased the tract of land now covered by the towns of South Windsor, East Hartford, from Tantinamo, chief sachem of the Podunk Indians. South Windsor has been an agricultural community with tobacco being the primary crop. The Captain John Bissell Memorial Bridge was opened in 1957. It was named after John Bissell, an English sea captain and the founder of Windsor. The population of Windsor is around 29,000. It was the first English settlement in the state. Keney Park is one of the largest parks in New England with 694 acres. The land for the park was donated by Henry Keney upon his death in 1894 and opened 2 years later. We just finished the Keney Park section, less than 5 miles left to go. Hartford is the capital of Connecticut, and with over 122,000 residents, it's the largest city on the ride today. It was founded in 1635, and it's one of the oldest cities in the nation. Hartford was the home of the famous American author Mark Twain. It is also known as the insurance capital of the world. This was the third time I rode a Bike Walk Connecticut ride, and they always deliver an enjoyable route through a Connecticut city and its suburbs. Riding through populated areas can be intimidating when you don't know your way around. The routes chosen for these rides have really showcased all the good work that's been done to make Connecticut cities truly accessible by bike. Thanks for riding along with me, and I'll see you on the next adventure.